Apartheid was an official system of intense racial segregation that came into existence in 1948 in South Africa. Under the system, people were divided and treated based on their race and skin color. District 6 is a neighborhood in Cape Town where once different communities lived in harmony. However, in 1966, the area was officially declared for white people only. All non-white residents were forced out of the area over the next decade. After the apartheid regime ended, a museum was built in the neighborhood so that future generations could learn about the history of District 6 and the horrors of forced removal. Four residents of District 6 talk about what changed for them as colored people in South Africa once apartheid ended. Joe Scaffers works at District 6 Museum ever since its inception 21 years ago. He is a sort of local historian on what life was in District 6 and what forced removals did to the area.
When the apartheid government, of course, came to an end in 1994 and all those horrendous apartheid laws were repealed, I suppose it was just the freedom of feeling that you could go back to areas that you used to go to in your early years, and now being free to go there again and go and enjoy the freedom of being in those spaces, like your beaches and probably a restaurant. And even going to the restaurant, it was in a sense a rather strange feeling to go and eat, because you were, it was just funny, you were being looked at very strangely because of their mindsets, because remember that people were entirely indoctrinated by the apartheid legacy, and they still felt entitlement to the places that they were in. And you coming in here, it was almost like you were an invader into their space. And of course I just entirely ignored this, because for me it was just a mere fact of making them feel uncomfortable and getting an understanding, listen guys, those days are gone now. This is where we all share this space. And you just have to deal with it, or else you can get up and walk out. Nobody's stopping you if you want to go. And that's the feeling I had, that feeling of freedom.
I had a problem. I come from a mixed marriage. My mother was white, my father was black. And going out with my mother, she could sit on a bench like that. I had to stand next to her as if I was a domestic. So all these things changed. I could then walk freely with her and go freely with her where she could go in.
Noor Ibrahim also works at this District 6 Museum. He wrote an autobiography about his life in District 6 before forced removals changed it forever.
1994 was a very special day, because I'm now 72 years old. I was 50 years old when I had my first vote in this country. I never imagined that I would see that day, not during my lifetime. But I tell you, 1994 was it was a happy day. It was, even Mandela cried when we cast our first vote. Now, I can do all these things.
You understand? So there is work that I could do now after apartheid, which I enjoy doing it. I do erection of air conditioning, any light engineering, which I couldn't done before. Okay, get a go of it. I was a very ambitious person. You understand? I like to go for things. And that's when, then whenever whites get a big job or a government job, they must have a black or a colored with them as a joint venture. So that was very profitable.
I learned to forgive. I try to forget, but even in forgiving, it doesn't erase the past. So as long as I live, I will always remember the hateful things apartheid